Welcome, fellow carvers. We're going to be carving feathers today to put into this piece. This is an old carving I did. I would like to add a couple feathers coming off to give it a little more balance. It's just out of cottonwood bark. Now the feathers we're going to try to put on, we're going to hang them down sort of from the side. So there won't be a lot of carving going on. Just have to set it into the back, to camouflage it into the back, try to get it to look a little better. So let's just get on cranking. First, we take our blank. This is a piece of cottonwood bark that I split. I split it and made a little piece to make feathers with. Now we draw a center line down it for the quill. And then we take our V-tool, 1/4 inch V-tool, on the outside edge of that, go down about an 1/8 inch deep on both sides. There we go. Okay, we cut down both sides, and then when you cut the side of the vein, just turn it a little at an angle and cutting away from it, using it like a gouge. Just like that. We're taking that ridge right there. Now do it the same on the other side. These are pretty basic little feathers. A lot of fun to carve. Okay. Now next we want to put some grooves in here so the piece will kind of flow with us. Gives it a little added dimension. And when I put the veins in there, it'll be different levels. It'll look pretty cool. This is a 3/8 scoop gouge. It's one of my favorite little tools. You can check out my website to see the sizes and dimensions. Go to redhawkoriginals.com/wood carvings and then go to DVDs and then go to face sizes and tools. I get my tools and supplies from Mountain Wood Carvers in Estes Park. Skyler, he's a pretty good carver. Learned quite a bit from him. Okay. Now you can see the angles and things on there. What I want to do now, we want to keep this feather kind of thick in the middle and then tapered to the edge to make it look paper thin, and it'll be nice and sturdy that way. So we want to taper the edges from both sides. Keeping it uniform. Do the other side. Don't worry about getting it real straight, because the feather can be a little bit crooked. Makes them look a little better. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Nice and thin. Looks thin, but it's not. That way it'll hold up to a lot of pressure. And when we seal this thing, it'll sturdy it up even more. Okay. Now when we do the veins, we want to just do hundreds of them on there. Just don't get in any hurry and do them right. Just do them over and over and over. Don't try to get them real uniform. You can even go over the same cut 2 or 3 times. See how that's looking? That's looking pretty cool. Also, what I want to do is to make some pieces of feather that are opened up. Similar to that. That's the part we'll take out. So we'll go ahead and cut that out. And come in from the back, cut into that. Yeah, it's going to be nice. And then I'll take my knife and straighten that up a little bit. Good little movement in there, different angles. And like here, I'm going to go a little deeper right in that one spot. Yeah, see the little angles in there? That looks pretty nice. Listening to Radio Paradise this morning. It's got some good tunes. Now we'll just kind of keep going down. I don't need to do a lot because this isn't going to be a really big feather. But we'll keep going down. See, there's some nice shadow right there. Beautiful little shadow created by that cut. Then we'll take a little bit up like that. Cut that open again. Aye, look at that. That looks nice. Just love doing feathers. They're pretty fun. They don't take a lot of time and people really like them. Yeah, look at that. That's got some nice shadows to it. Real nice shadows. More shadows, the better the piece. I'm going to try my best to keep in focus here. Okay, now we're going to do the other side. Out there where I marked it, we're going to take that out. That looks pretty nice. Got down pretty deep right there. I'll go ahead and work on that first before I turn it over. There we go. And we'll work up towards the tip. So you can see where those dips are. So I'm just following them. And then I'll come back occasionally, go right over the same cuts. But make sure you get every one of them in there. I'm going to show you. See, now those are too far apart. So we'll just come back and go right over the center of it. Then occasionally go a little deeper. Keep cutting. Yeah, that's looking nice. Got some good shadows in there. Now this is too uniform, so I'm going to put a little more deeper cut in there. Right in there. Yeah, that's much better. Finish doing it all the way to the top. I'm going to come back up here and work my way up the feather. So I'm bracing my thumb here so I can get some just wrist movement. Makes it a lot easier to do. Let's get a little movement there. Go a little deeper. Remember to cut right over the top of the other veins. The more, the better. Yeah, I think that may be long enough to get to the end there. Now we grab our piece, set the feather on there, see where we want it. I'm thinking about there. So we got to mark this because we want to take a little bit more of that off. So we're right here. Can't quite see it, but right there's that mark. I have to cut it all the way up to there. Make sure your tools are nice and sharp, especially on this bark. We want a nice clean cut for good deep shadows. So you can see this is pretty thick right here, so I'm having to work down through it a little bit. You can work past that little line just a little. All the way up. Now you can see the thickness of that right there. I need to taper that down just a little. Boop that up there. It's looking pretty good. Continue making that a little deeper in spots. I want another gap in it just about right here, so I'm going to go down, start shallowing and go deep. Come in from the back side. This just gives it a little added touches.